Guys, Chris with another Walking Dead review, and today we're going to talk about Hostiles and Calamities. So, the episode Hostiles and Calamities takes place almost immediately after Fat Joey was killed. Dwight's going around the sanctuary looking for Daryl, and Negan and his men pull up with Eugene in the truck. And at first glance, Eugene is sort of like, oh, well, this is Negan's whole territory and everything. It's kind of scary, foreboding, but, you know, what I find kind of humorous and everything is although this episode focuses a lot on the whole savior aspect of life, which we were already accustomed to back when Negan was showing Carl around back in the earlier half of the season in Sing Me a Song. Uh, the way Eugene kind of goes about it is a little funnier in a way because he sort of takes hold of this position as sort of scientist slash con man because in a way he goes back to his original roots back in season 4 when he built upon the whole virus line and everything, and everyone for the most part pretty much buys it and everything. And on the other side of the scale, you have the whole issue of Dwight coming to the realization that Sherry was the one that actually let Daryl go, which led him back to Rick and everything, leading to the whole March to War thing. But I guess I wasn't entirely surprised that Sherry was the one that let Daryl go. I mean, it seemed obvious at that point because considering how Dwight wasn't the one who did it and her would be my next guess, then yeah, it seemed pretty obvious that she would be the one to do it. And then you have that whole issue with the whole doctor thing, and Dwight, resisting and resisting, but Dwight is getting up to that point. He's slowly, the show is edging him there, but I mean, at one point or another, Dwight's gonna just be like, okay, you know what, Negan, I've had enough of taking your shit and all that. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go straight up and fight with Rick to take you down and everything. And for the most part, it seems that while Dwight is fighting Negan within and everything, Eugene has to like sort of get accustomed to this whole savior way of life because he says that thing at the end of the episode, that really awkward moment when Dwight and him are just sitting side by side and he's just like, about me chowing down on your balls or whatever, and Dwight's just like, I've never met you before, dude, just like, I'm Dwight, who are you? Just like, oh, I'm Eugene, just like, and then he's just like, I'm Eugene, you're Dwight, we're Negan. And he's just like, yep, we are. And that's how the episode ends. And it's kind of a funny thing because, it's just something that you've heard so often that Negan say to all his people, but then, it's something that, Dwight and Eugene, get behind. It's just like that whole idea of assimilation that Negan's been able to build and everything into everybody. But I liked the episode. It was really good. I mean, it was a little slower and a little less March to War ish than I would have expected. But I mean, we got to see plenty of Negan, which I always love to see, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what happens next. It seems like the next episode is going to be more of Rick doing more of that recruitment process of looking for other groups and everything. But it seems like to me that the all-out war conflict is going to go next season, and that this whole thing that's happening right now is, like I've said in previous videos, is going to be the March to War storyline, which is just all of these forces gathering together in preparation to fight Negan. And then it's not until Negan says at the end of that one comic issue, now we're officially at war and everything, which I think that's how I would think the season would probably end. Negan coming to that realization, like, okay, they're at our doorstep ready to fight us. Now we have to go and we have to fight them. And that's where the all-out war conflict begins. How that will span and how it will go, well, we'll have to see what happens in season 8. But it's likely I wouldn't expect to see, any storylines regarding the Whisperers probably until probably late season 8, if any. But Yeah, great episode. Definitely looking forward to next week. Got a Logan review coming towards you guys this week. Definitely looking forward to that. But let me know what you thought of the Walking Dead episode. Let me know what you think is going to happen next. I am Chris. This is Lucille. And I hope to see you in the next video. Adios.